for Kids podcast with me, Declan Rice, and welcome to yet another brand new Patreon and Apple Podcast super listener only episode. This episode is part 2 on the story and the journey of Declan Rice. We first explored his life and journey on the main show on the 10th of July all the way back in 2023. Since then, Declan Rice has done some incredible things. So, settle in, get comfortable, and listen to the incredible past few years on one of the most loved players in the country of England. At West Ham, he was the captain with the armband, the leader who kept everyone steady when the match got stormy. Then, after lifting a European trophy in Prague, he stepped into a whole new world. On July 15th, 2023, Arsenal welcomed him, and everybody talked about the giant number attached to his move. It was around £105 million. But Declan's real journey was never really about money. It was about becoming more than a shield, more than what he was already known as. Because at a club like Arsenal, the football often lives in your feet and at your brain at the same time. You must turn, scan, pass, press and protect, like you're the team's lighthouse, flashing signals so everyone knows where to go next. Declan spoke openly about Mikel Arteta, saying the manager was a massive factor in his decision and he believed Arteta could take his game to the next level. Not just better, but smarter and more complete. Rice kept that number, the number 41 shirt, the number he wore at West Ham. It mattered to him. It was a reminder of the journey he'd already been on and the work it took to get there. Very quickly, he noticed a difference. Training was sharper, quicker, more demanding, and he described it as being on another level. The ball moved faster, decisions had to be made sooner, there was certainly no hiding. Instead of feeling overwhelmed though, Rice leaned in. He asked questions, the right ones, and lots of them too. He studied video clips, he listened, he corrected small details again and again, and learned how to play in a team that wanted the ball and expected control. The 2023-24 season was when Declan Rice had to show exactly why Arsenal wanted him. He was, after all, around £105 million. At West Ham, his job was often about protection, about sitting deep, breaking up attacks, helping the team to survive tough moments. At Arsenal, the challenge was different, completely different to tell you the truth. This was a team that wanted the ball a lot. Declan Rice suddenly had to play higher up the pitch, sometimes almost a third further forward than before. Instead of waiting for danger, he had to help create control. That meant more passes, quicker decisions, turning under pressure, seeing the game before it had even happened. This is called volume passing. Not flashy passes, just the right ones, over and over again. Those volume passes kept the team moving. It's something which Arsenal have been known for a very long time. And this is where Rice surprised people actually. He did not just cope, he grew right into it. He learned when to step forward, when to hold back, and when to demand the ball even if mistakes might follow. That's bravery in football. Not shouting or showing off, but asking for responsibility when the game is at its hardest. Price tags fade quickly. Performances do not. You're only ever as good as your last performance. Every big journey has moments where everything suddenly feels real though. For Declan Rice, one of those moments came on the 3rd of September 2023 under the floodlights at the Emirates against Manchester United. The game was on a knife edge. It was late, tense and everyone was holding their breath. Then, a corner came in from Bukayo Saka. Declan Rice stayed alert. The ball dropped, he took control and he smashed it. Unfortunately, that's where this episode ends, as the full episode was released a few weeks ago exclusively for super listeners on Patreon and on Apple Podcast subscription. For less than the cost of a coffee a month,
you can gain access to that episode, bundles of others, the first 5 episodes of Kids vs. Adults Series 5, loads of exclusive content, and you can listen to every single episode of Football for Kids completely ad-free. Sign up now via Patreon or via Apple Podcast subscription.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Styles McKenzie helping you make those rooms sing. Today's style tip. When it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild, like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Arr, fierce. This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.